Hi there, Danny Crouch. I wanted to share another idea, another couple of stories today with you. Thanks for the motorbike. I wanted to share my insight into customer service and what is actually customer service. And to be quite honest with you, in the year 2015, I thought that customer service was dead. And that theory changed. And let me tell you how it's changed over the last 24 hours. If you can imagine, my job relies on the internet, like a lot of other people, with emails and websites and uploading and downloading stuff and so on and so forth. And gradually over the last 2 years, my internet has been going to the crapper. The first time I rang the company, they told me I've got to do all these things on the internet, follow the email with all these tricks and traps. It took me about 10 minutes to read the email. Didn't really understand what they did. The bloke on the phone left me high and dry with this email. I tried it. I finally worked it out after about an hour and a half. Sent the email off with these speeds. Heard nothing. About a month later, 2 months later, it started to bug me again. Nothing had changed. Did the whole rigmarole again. This time I said, look, last time I remember it took me about an hour and a half to do this. I don't do this for a job. It's probably going to take me another hour and a half. Can you help me out? He then walked me through the email. It became a nightmare. I sent it off. He said someone will be in touch. No one got back to me. Lo and behold, forgot all about it. I just made do with what I had. Substandard service. So the speeds are meant to be at 20 or something, and we were below 1. I went on with that for about 18 months, and then back in November, we have enough. Our workload, Nick's obviously working at home and I'm working at home together, and it was just driving us insane. So again, we ring the company. They tell us it's our responsibility to check the unit block first before they can fix the street. So basically I've got to pay to come out to find out if there's anything wrong. If there's nothing wrong, I've got to pay the guy and then they're going to fix the street. The other option is they come and check out the street. If there's nothing wrong, they bill me. So either way, I'm going to pay and I'm not even going to know if it's fixed, but that's not the point. The point is, I thought it's coming up to Christmas, the work will die down a little bit, which is great. I can have a relaxing break, not worry about the internet, and I'll fix it when I get back. So yesterday, bang, time to sort out this internet. It got to the point where it was too much last night. Rang the company. Now this is where it starts to get beautiful. Rang the company and they say, they've got this answering machine saying, you'll be on hold for 20 minutes. Listen to the music, and then it interrupts you. Please hang on to the line after we're finished and provide some feedback. You'll be waiting for 17 minutes. You are 20th in the queue. Blah, blah, blah. You can imagine this for 20 minutes. I can sit here and still do a little bit of work, but it's extremely slow because the internet's slow. Get all the way through. Finally speak to this person. The whole same rigmarole. Can you plug a phone in? No, mate, I don't have a phone. I use a mobile. Well, we can't test it without a phone. Surely you know that there's something wrong here. I've been complaining for 2 years. You've never done anything about it. Is this the way you do customer service? Now, I understand they've got to try and do as many fault checks as possible, but this guy wasn't helping in any way. And this is in effect sometimes what I do with sales teams and customer service teams. They don't want to talk to the customer as if they are there to help them. It's about rules and regulations and standard operating procedures, and everyone's been through it with telemarketers and customer service people and all this sort of stuff. Bang, 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 we finally get to the point where he sends out this email. And I said, look, I've done this 4 or 5 times. It drives me insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never got a response. He said, well, I tell you what, it's very, very simple. All you've got to do is do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I went, whoa, 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 hang on. I didn't understand half of what you said. And he said, well, did you read the email? I said, well, hang on, it hasn't even come up yet. Don't you remember? I'm having problems with my internet. So if you sent me an email, I can expect to get it in about 5 minutes. So I started talking to him and just explaining how what he's saying to me is that something is very simple is not the way to explain it to me. I've got a reasonable idea of technology. I actually referred my mother to this company. I was referred to this company from a friend of mine. That's what I do. My friends refer me, and that's how I trust people. I referred my mother, who obviously is a little bit older than me. She's not tech savvy. If someone turns around, and lo and behold, it was in Bangladesh or India or somewhere overseas, and if they turn around and say, hey, this is very simple, and that person feels like they're doing it wrong, they start to feel inferior. They start to feel stupid. They start to feel like they're incompetent and they don't know what they're doing. And this is customer service. Customer service is making or allowing someone to feel that way. That is not customer service. That's disservice, right? Now, it went through, I got sick of it. Actually, I didn't get sick of it, the phone cut out. So that was basically my kismet or karma or whatever you want to call it, saying to me, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? I forgot about it. I thought, you know what, I've got to take this into my own hands. I'll find something. Lo and behold, I forgot I had a business networking meeting this morning. Now, let me explain a little bit about them. BNI, Business Networking International. Phenomenal company. It's the second time I've been to this group, and I actually decided today before I went there that I was going to join. I think it's a great principle. It's all about giving and referring, something that I've loved doing for 20, 25, 30 years with friends and footballers and workmates and all that sort of stuff, but irrelevant. Anyway, everyone gets an opportunity to stand up and tell them what they did. And all of a sudden, this guy gets up and starts talking about the internet and phones and all this sort of stuff, and I went, oh, on my plate, here's someone that can help me. Anyway, after the meeting, I approached him and I generally said to him, mate, I'm in a bit of a jam. Excuse me. I'm in a bit of a jam. My internet's not working, and I realise how much it's costing me by not having the internet. So where I could do 10 things in an hour, I'm doing 2 or 3. So productive-wise, I'm losing money, if that makes sense. So for me to shop around and spend an hour or 2 hours trying to get the best quote, I thought, you know what, I just need this done. When can this guy do it? Apparently this is a referral business. They're meant to be pretty good at what they do. He said, yeah, sure, mate. Look, where do you live? And I said, Chevron Island, and which is sort of 20 minutes north of where we are. And he said, look, I tell you what, later on today I'm going to Southport, which is just past where I live. I'll call in and see what I can do. I'll have a quick look. I'll see if I've got enough time, but if I can do anything, I'll do anything. If not, so be it. Now, so I forgot all about that, and I went back into the group because I had to hand in my application form to join BNI. I had to fill it in, make sure I had everything right, all that sort of stuff. It basically took me about 10 or 15 minutes longer to hang around and do all that sort of stuff. In the meantime, I'd have to actually left my phone in the car because I didn't want to get caught with it ringing in the middle of the group. You know, people don't like phones ringing in when people are talking and all that sort of stuff. So I went back to the car, and here I've got this missed call from this strange number. So I ring the phone, and lo and behold, it's Craig. He goes, oh, mate, I'm outside your house. Where are you? Wow. He had literally gone from the BNI group meeting to my house because he could see how much pain I was in and how much I needed that service. Now that, my friends, is customer service. And let me tell you, Craig Holland from Data Tech Communications. Anyone on the Gold Coast, if you need someone to help with your phones or your internet or anything sort of technical, if he can't do it, he'll find someone who can. And if you can't get hold of him, you can't find him on the internet, get in touch with me because I'll help you find him. Awesome. Anyone asks me in this building where I live, if they need help, I'll pass them on to him. The power of networking is brilliant, but the power of customer service is 100 times more. Think about it next time when you're giving service to your customers, but it's powerful. Thanks for listening. All the best.